Hello and welcome to a new episode of Carlube TV. In this video, very excited about this one. We're back with Lee. He's just off camera on the off to the left there. Now we've got a REVO induction system, and this is a solid pipe, aluminium pipe induction system that's going to go on my Scirocco R. It's going to make lots of good sucking noises, I hope. Now I did film a unboxing video, probably in the previous video that I've got on the playlist. So go and have a look at that if you want to see what's inside the kit. Other than that, Lee's playing the pipe like a trombone with his wang. Anyway, so on with the video. We're going to get this installed whilst the rain is not on us. It will be a step-by-step guide. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. It does help the analytics. But thanks guys, we'll see you in a moment. Now, as I open this bonnet, you might notice that we've got new gas bonnet struts that we installed in a previous episode. Look at that. Oh, just holds itself. No poverty spec bonnet staying there anymore. We did a good job on that. This is Lee. You've seen him in videos before. He's already laid out the kit. This is all the bits that are going to go on. This is very exciting, this one. So let's start with taking the engine apart, I suppose. This is the TFSI engine, even though it says TSI on it. Same engine that you'll find in a TTS and a Audi S3, I believe. This is the 280 horsepower one. So we're going to start by, I suppose, removing this big air filter thingy. Lee's just removing the MAF sensor. That needs to come out completely to be put into the new pipe. And we'll just put that safely over there, just out of the way. There we go, lovely. Now, the next thing that needs to come off, I assume, would be, I've got a clip here. I think when you take that clip out and then remove that one over that side, you just sort of yank it out of position. It's on some rubber feet, if you like. Okay, that pipe's off. And is this attached? Is this attached to that?
This is attached to the top of the head.
Yeah, so it's going to have to come off now, I assume, because this comes off independently from that.
That's going to split apart. They're on. That's only on those little clips.
Okay, lovely. Now, theoretically, that should just sort of yank off. It's got, I think, 4 legs on it. So 2 will be down the back there, and I think there's 2 at the front.
2 at the front are off.
Yeah, the 2 at the back are. It's on there, isn't it? There we go, that's one. One more. Summon the strength, Lee.
Oh, I don't want to break it, do you think?
Oh, that was a big bang. Okay. That's going.
Stay off, isn't it?
That's going on the loft. In the loft, yes. I don't need to throw it, man.
I'll put it on the safely.
So this has exposed the engine now. I did actually get a tool. Lee, show him the tool. This is like a pliers on a lead, I suppose, to get down in the clips to get the turbo elbow off. It cost me about £10 on eBay, and it will make our life infinitely easier. Although Lee's never used this instrument before, I'm sure he'll find it very easy. We can just about see there. We've got the plier debris on the back of the spring clip. You can just about see it in there. We're just about to lift that out. Do you need a bit more?
Yes, press. Right, keep it there. That's the whole thing released then. You have to break it.
Don't let it go in the turbo. There we go. Okay. That's still locked in position, is it? Is the clip off with that?
No, clip's with it. Clip's there.
Okay, that still on?
Yeah, you still got it on the clip.
It did just release a little bit.
Did it? No, squeeze it again. That's it.
We can see it a bit better now, and honestly that's probably the hardest part of the work to do, I think. Okay, I can go down there. Alright, so now we need to remove all of this as well. Okay, that looks good. Now one of my concerns was going to be is how does the enclosure fit on there? Can you just pop the enclosure in there and see what that looks like in the space? Because I think it's supposed to screw somewhere down here.
Which way is it?
It goes that way,
down?
yeah. No, it goes that way because the induction comes in here like that. So it goes in there somehow. I'm assuming it screws somehow as well.
It's going to bolt to that. I'd say that one might be better.
Okay, that will probably there's a screw down there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a screw for one of them.
Yeah, that should go into there.
Whatever we're doing, does that make sense?
I haven't got any instructions for it. We are the instructions right
we
now.
are the instructions
Yeah.
right now. So they've given us some random stuff that needs to go in certain places.
So where you're mounting this, I think, or where you're hard mounting something that's going to move, it need that isolator on it or something. I don't know, as a washer.
I would have said that was probably going to be for this. And then that's going to be for that bit. I would assume, maybe.
Do you want to try screwing that in and see if it's the same size? I know this is utilised for the pipe, this part here.
I think it's going to be there to there.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be held somewhere at the front as well.
It says it's to be held here as well, but there's not. There is a little bracket here it
Okay.
could possibly go into, which is the old screw.
Okay, so that might be that one. Does that look like that might go on there?
Yeah, that would probably do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a nut and a bolt and a screw. Place it under there for that bracket, and then these screws holes here, that one there, or it might be that one there.
Left one.
This is exciting, isn't it, Lee?
It's all a bit fun.
Okay, so just to show you where we put that bracket, that's gone in there like that. And that was where the induction intake was before, so that's an original screw that came with the car.
So that needs to be pretty level.
So it's nice and sturdy now. Okay.
Nice and sturdy now.
All right, so I suppose turbo elbow. So it looks, guys, like we're going to need to use the original spring clip to reinstall the turbo elbow. I thought that there would be an additional Jubilee clip there, but there's not one in the kit, so we're just using a bit of common sense. As I said before, we are the instructions, and we're finding it out so you don't have to. Does it look like it's nice and sturdy?
It's not expanded out as much as the last one, but I think it's in the right place.
Well, it did go over this as well, didn't it? We had to pull that off the turbo.
See, that needs something to push onto. So
That
that's where I
is
think
what-
is the straight.
That is that, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, some of these cars, my car needs this pipe, but some that don't have that will also use a blocking plate, which I've got here. I think this has to be a blocking plate for that pipe for cars that have got a K03 turbo. I think that's the distinction. This one's got a K04. Okay, turbo elbow on, and whatever this pipe is, I have no idea. I think it might be the PCV valve.
Like a breather for something. Oh, that needs to be tipped back down there. There we go.
Okay, now the metal part, I suppose.
Yeah.
But we're going to need to put a Jubilee on that one.
Yeah.
So that'll be that bad boy. As we can see here, the inside of the pipe is perfectly smooth to optimise the airflow that can be taken through it. It's also 90 millimetres at this point as well here, so it expands from there to get that perfect airflow to it. The REVO do suggest that you might receive 10% increase in horsepower after this. Not sure if that's to be believed, but I'm hoping for a little bit more once the car's been remapped. And the REVO sign just on the front, on the top there, facing forward. That's nice, and also the one on there. Lee's got the pipe. Anything you want to do with that before you put it on the car? Sure, maybe blow it, maybe. I think your attempt was worse than mine.
Right, so that's going to go here.
This is the screw that goes into there. I'd get that screw in before anything else, mate. It's an Allen key. Who knows what size? Just pop it on, mate, because it will then pivot from that point.
Might be better to reroute this actually. We're currently rerouting the airflow sensor so it comes up and over instead.
That's nice and tidy.
Give you a bit more length then.
Okay. Now, I had been thinking about getting an additional heat shield that goes on here. I've seen, REVO don't seem to make one, but I've seen them for sale by another company, and I'll obviously monitor whether or not it needs it or not. It has got a heat shield over the turbo already, but I've seen bigger ones, you see. Maybe anyone that's done this job in the past can comment on that. Gives a little smile. We are nearing the end now. We just need to put the silicone pipe on the end of the metal bit. And then the air filter on the end there. Yeah, facing forward. That's fine. A bit more this down, a bit more down, this way. Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, that'll do.
Happy?
We are close to a first start-up, guys. And we need to hope that turbo elbow doesn't blow off. It won't blow off, it will probably suck off, which sounds worse. Done!
Done.
Well done, Lee. So let's just have a little close-up view. There is gap between the headlight and the air filter there. That's tight to there. MAP sensors back on. Breather pipes on. I think all there is now is to do a start-up. I can hear it sounds like a washing machine. I'm going to give it a couple of gentle noises. And my new bonnet struts as well. Watch that video. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. That's fully installed my REVO induction system. Really happy with it. Can't wait to go and drive it. The next thing I'm going to do will be some driving impressions. I'll show you some, I'll do some video in the car whilst driving. If you did like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It helps us enormously. Okay, let's have a little listen and see if this air filter is any good. Okay, yeah, not that audible. One thing I did a while back was I actually removed the foam part underneath the bonnet, the underside.
Yeah.
Actually gets more sound that way, which is good.
Some of the sound in it.
Yeah, the sound ending, that's what it is. It doesn't need it. I had it on the silver one as well. It never damaged the paint. Okay, here we go. It's a bit of a windy day today, so we will try it with the windows open a little bit, but just down here perhaps. Can't hear anything yet. Revving it on the spot obviously made a noise, so I am expecting good things. And then give you a nice smile. Okay, yeah, we're going to probably have the windows shut, it's windy.
I should still be able to hear it.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's trying to rain as well again. Yeah.
It sounds like a dump valve.
It does. It sounds like a dump valve. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to put it in manual mode. If I can. Really want to hear it in a built-up area, like some country lanes or some in a town.
Need some tunnels.
Yeah, need some tunnels. Do a bit of a tunnel run. Okay, just going over some speed humps at the moment.
It sucks.
Sucking like. But it seems to be making little whirring noises, even when it's not. When it's just coming on boost, and then if you let off, little
Yeah.
faint one there. I am going to close the windows out of here, I think. Okay, over the speed humps, that's it. Let's close the windows, see if we can hear it.
Proper echoes in the car.
Yeah. Okay, let's just go down here a little bit. I'm not going to go too far, but that gauge there, that's the turbo boost gauge, and as soon as it's anywhere near the 1, it's making a noise. Look.
Yeah.
It sounds good. Oh, it sounds good on boost.
Lovely on boost. There's so many different noises.
I know, it's little whistling noises, and listen to the whistling here. That's the DSG-5 noise out the back.
It's a bit of a mix of both.
Sound like a dump valve. I've said it a couple of times, but these cars don't like dump valves because I'm not entirely sure why. I think they leak boost or something like that. But actually, the air filter is making that noise. Perhaps not as loud as a dump valve. I almost need to hear it outside, don't we? Just play with it, you know, going up and down the gears. And I remember in the days when I had a Scirocco GT4, the old Carlos Sainz, and I had the Bailey dump valve on that. I just used to drive around fairly slowly most of the time, just making dump valve sounds. And this gives you that same sort of satisfaction as well. If you let it off at a certain rev, you just get a nice little and I heard it do a twitter noise and I was like, wow. And I think the only way to get it to do that is going slowly, and it's at low boost, and it gives like owl noises. Well, anyway guys, hopefully that's given you a good indication to the sound of the REVO induction system. To say I'm happy about it is a understatement. I think it sounds absolutely wicked for the price. It's worth spending the bit of extra money. Although I've not tested a Ram Air one, I can only imagine it wouldn't be as good because there's a lot more silicone in the induction system, whereas this is just one solid piece of aluminium tube. So if you've enjoyed this video, please keep on watching, subscribe and like, and I'll see you on the next video.
See you later.
Bye from Lee.